So today we will cover these items: replication content, customizing VIB mapping, cutover dates and scope, batch jobs, monitoring. So basically, the data migration or a data replication is working in such a way that, so if you see, this is the success factors cloud technology, which is using by the it is taken care by the SAP system. So all the easy content, the employee profile, job information, all employee profile related stuff was maintained in the success factors EC system, employee central. And with the replication, we are migrating all the org data and employee data to the on-premises SAP HCM system. All the PA info types, all the info types, OM info types will send the we will replicate the data from success factors to SAP HCM system using HANA Cloud integration. So there are many middleware systems available to integrate between the success factors and SAP system. So majorly HCI and PIPO middlewares were used by many of the clients. If you have any doubts, you can interrupt me in the middle.
Yes, yes, sure.
So basically, as per the SAP replication framework designed in such a way that the employee data, when we run the replication, the employee data will sit into relevant PA info types directly. Whereas org data replication, there is another step where it will sit in the staging table for the org replication. Every client, when they started the replication, trying to, I mean, in the initial days of the project, if the PA replication is planned, before that the org data should be available in all relevant OM info types, HRP tables. So first step, as a replication consultant, make sure that all the org objects, position, departments, and the hierarchy, org hierarchy, the cost centers should be available in the relevant HRP tables. So for that, based on the mapping, make sure that it should sit in the HRP tables. For that, as a SAP design, as per the SAP replication framework, the data will sit in the staging table. From the staging table, as a second step, we need to push to the SAP OM info types. So basically, OM has two steps. One is we trigger the program and it will sit into a staging table, and from there, as a second step, we trigger from the staging table, it will sit into OM info types. After updating the all HR tables, we will run the employee replication, whereas the other than info type 1, all the 0, 2, 6, 7, all other info types which are mapped in the employee templates, VIB replication templates, it will sit in the PA tables. As a third step, we will run the employee org assignment, where it will sync between the OM and PA in the info type 1 with the all org data like position, cost center, departments, job key, everything will be updated in the info type 1 in the third step. First step, we will run the org replication, second step employee replication, and then third step employee org assignment, where make sure that all the info type 1 data, all the historic data will be updated in the info type 1. This is the basic high level of replication.
Muradi, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Let's say we are using as a middleware CPI, ACI system. And
Yeah.
so we have said that first we need to push organizational objects in CPI, and
Yeah.
second, employee objects in
Yeah.
CPI, and
Yeah.
third, associations replication will be done and via
Yeah.
CPI, right? And
Yeah.
if you think about the first step, let's say the mapping table, and firstly, and which table should I actually start with the mapping
For the org replication.
for everything? For everything, it doesn't
Okay.
matter, or it's important. I'm just asking.
Okay. So basically, the org replication, when we prepare a template, it will trigger every because the replication framework will work on the change pointers. First, if we, for example, by mistake, you map the position data, and then you updated the position template, and then org template, all the org relations, org objects you maintain, and this template is mapped in the standard replication OM replication program. So if it runs, it will check whatever the templates there in the template group, it will pick one by one. It will go to a department template. Oh, it sees the object ID and the relevant the org unit is mapped to position, and the department is mapped to a parent department. All the relationship it will check. After checking, if it is not there, it will throw an error for the organization department template, and then again it will go to position template under the template group or replication template group. So it will
Mhm.
again check position. Okay, this is a position object ID, and this position is we already uh, there is the relationship maintained in the template with the
Mhm.
department. So it will check, oh, this department is already there in the first step. But first in the first department template, we have a object ID is replicated, and it is trying to replicate the relationships. There is an error with the department to position. It will throw an error, and it will come to second step, and where it will check for the position object ID. Yes, it is replicated, and again it will check the position to department relationship. Here
Mm.
the position, it will, if it is checks the position with the object organized department, in the first step it is already there, so it will maintain. Vice versa, A003 is missing in the first template, and it will success in the second template with the position to department B003. So there is no like a kind of sequence. First we need to maintain position, or we need to maintain a department. It's not like that. It will check one by one under the template group, whatever the templates are created or maintained in the template group. It will sequence wise, it will process, and if it is again, if it is fails, it will pick in the next run. If you run manually, it will verify the template group, and it will try to push all the relationships. It will clear in the consequent consequences the next replication jobs. Can I move on
Okay,
to
I
next
got.
slide?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
You can ask me. You were saying something. This is the question that you asked. So here, departments and the positions. We This is an example. We maintain the relationships and object IDs under the OM relationships. The employee master data first as a second step, we will run the employee master data, and then third step, employee org assignments, where it will sync in the info type 1. The department positions will be replicated in the HRP tables, and then employee data will replicate it with the second program, and in the third program it will sync between the info type 1.
Omni creates entries in HLP and yeah, 1001. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. And firstly, okay, Murali, my question that first we will, let's say, start with the organizational object first, and let's say we have the department or object position as object and job code, let's say C objects, and
Hmm.
also job code, sorry, cost center key objects. I should start with the bigger one, right? Department, then
Yeah,
position, then
yeah,
job key, then
yeah.
cost center, I think.
Cost centers. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
for
correct.
replication.
And this is the customizing behavior mapping, where I hope you see this screen, business
Yes.
integration builder.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, but I think in the actually last years, BIB is changed and it's called the different name. Am I right? I
BIB,
think BIB is
RBP.
the not RBP. BIB is a standard one, but if we would like to do the custom replication, we are using the different one, or am I wrong? I'm not sure. Just a
No, this is
question.
the standard template we are using from the last 7 8 years. The same path.
Okay,
It
okay.
will under the personal management, we will see integration with the success factors employee center. Under
Mm-hmm.
that, we have a business integration builder. Under that, we have these two nodes, organizational data integration and employee data replication integration. So where
Okay,
this is the node, we will maintain all the org related templates and template groups here.
okay.
Org data integration.
Yeah.
And the second one, employee data integration, where we will maintain all the PA info types mapping. And this one is a baddie one. Really, if the standard replication is not available to replicate the custom uh, info types or custom portlets from SuccessFactors to SAP, we will go to a baddie. We have a functional modules where SAP has given a provision to write a custom code replicating the custom info types and custom portlets.